To the masses. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? George Gonzalez, your real church. So today I'm going to be talking about a new program that's available, supposedly being offered by Redfin, and I think it's good to talk about because there's some things on there that I feel are quite a bit of misrepresentation in that. So I just want to share some insight and how we actually handle contactless transactions for buying and selling real estate right now. So okay, so I'm gonna hop on here. Gonna go here. I wonder if you can hear me though. So right here, I'm gonna check my stream. No, I do have a. I have. I have insight on this. All right, so did I play? Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, so big surprise here. That is not new. Has been available for at least 2-3 years. Companies such as Open Door, OfferPad, probably even Zillow, they've been doing this for years. Self-touring homes. It is not new. Maybe it might be new to like the suburbs. I think Redfin kind of branches out more in the suburbs versus like Open Door, OfferPad, maybe more like in the city. But I've seen Open Door listings and all these other companies everywhere. So this is not new, guys. So let's continue. Cringe here. So did you finish? It's terrible. That is now not how selling is done. If you are in real estate, you should know as a professional that is not all we do. Is and for consumers, if you're watching this, that is not what's happening. So um, one of the basics is, of course, you are opening the door, but he's presenting it as agents are just glorified tour guides, and unfortunately, that is not the case. What the agent is providing, that I provide, or should be providing, is insight. letting you know um, what the house looks like based off of marketing conditions, because you have to think about this. You might be considering buying that particular house. So without knowing, is it updated? Is it great value? Is it overpriced? Does it look kind of shoddy? Maybe it needs like, it's not just an HGTV fixer upper. Maybe it is one of those where they have to like tear down to the bones. These are the things that you will have to discuss, and you want a professional to give you insight on those things, because this is a big purchase for you as an individual. So it isn't just, hey, this is the kitchen, this is the living room. It's not the case. And in the event of a vacant house, to be honest, sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. What's the layout? What's here? What's there? What's not there? Because the house is empty. So that's another thing that will help you, because if it's an empty house, you really like it, maybe it's right in your price point, it's in the location that you need to be in, but you're not quite sure where things are supposed to go, the agent again will help you versus bringing in a stranger, like, or bringing in a friend, like, hey, what? Again, you don't want to go in this like super confused. That's agent is not just telling you, hey, here's where the rooms are. That's not what they're doing. Sorry, back to it. So, yes, she seems surprised by that. It's so it may not be super important, but I wonder if it's actual 20 to 30 people or 20 to 30 showings. See that again. Okay, so people. So based off of what she said, 20 to 30 people, that could be, let's just say, assuming it's couples looking at the house, that could just be 10 appointments, which is actually quite a bit. If it is, 3 to 4, maybe a couple with their kids or a child, that could be down to like, 7 to 8 appointments, which again is still not bad if that's within a couple days. Now, the only thing is, assuming it is on the worst case scenario, um, well, not worst case scenario, assuming it's on the high end of 20 appointments, and she does have an offer, that something's missing there. If it is on the low end of appointments, of potentially like 14, 15 appointments, we'll say 12 appointments, assuming the amount of groups is a little bit bigger. That is not as concerning as with the previous number, but she has to get insight and feedback on these appointments. That's where doing these self tours can be a bit of a detriment to sellers, because you open your doors essentially to the public, and you have no idea if they like the property, they don't like the property. What if they do like the property and an offer's coming in, and they think only one's coming in, but the other 2 people, 3 people are going to send an offer in, and you accept that one, right? Yeah, why not be able to know, have an open line of communication with the buyers? So I can see that being an issue with the sellers. And if you're buying this house, the same thing. It's kind of a blind offer. You have no idea if anyone else is, cooperating on an offer, entertaining an offer. So you may send yours in, think, hey, it's great, and you get no response, and it's under contract the next thing you see. So, may sound great concept, but there's other things that will that can complicate things as you do want to buy the property. So the only thing that's a little bit annoying is you have to download their app in order to use it, and also keep in mind that looks like this is going to be limited to only Redfin homes. So this is not going to be every single house that's out there. So again, this is where using an agent will help you, because then you can not only get into every single house that's available, or at least schedule appointments to get into the houses that are in your market, but you don't have to do these things. You know, downloading apps, putting on your info, like the agent will handle that for you. I mean, you can do that already. You can do this already. Get all the info. It's not new. Yep. Super important. Yes, super important. You should do this no matter what, whenever you're looking at homes, because you can look at homes at all times of any time of the day, right? Well, just so you know, you can look at homes. Usually, if there's daylight, you can see the home. Um, so that's that. But yes, if you're going into a vacant house by yourself, please, please, please call someone. Let them know that you're going to see the house, or have them go with you, and again, wait at the curb or something. So that way you're not there by yourself, because you're going into an empty house. That could be dangerous, because empty houses, especially if there's creepers out there, people with bad intentions, they can easily go and track you or track empty houses, and then whoever goes in is an easy target. So please do not go by yourself. That's how it works already. So if you use me as an agent, that works like that. At the moment, you can get notified of all the listings. You can even control the listings, especially if you're living in your house. You need to know, you need to be notified, and then you need to essentially okay it or not okay it. And if you don't live in the house, you can still get those things sent to you direct via call, text, or email. So, little tidbit inside of this. Let's keep in mind that Redfin has laid off 40% of their agents. So Redfin's a broker, just like other brokers out there. So they have laid off their agents. So it's kind of jacked up that they're making them pay for this package. So it's a good service to have, right? Me as an agent, I offer it as well. It's pretty easy to set up. Now, the thing that got me was the agents have to pay for it out of pocket. That sucks. Because I'm pretty sure the on the cheap end, if it's just combined with the door lock with the Wi-Fi access, I mean, Wi-Fi door locks can run about 150 to 200 bucks, depending on the brand. And and then from there, the house has to have internet. So if she has internet at the house, great. If not, who's paying for that? So kind of a low blow, in my opinion, by Redfin to their agents. So keep that in mind. The other thing too is keep in mind Redfin does charge these sellers to sell this house. They advertise 1% selling fee or whatever, sometimes 2%. But the seller is still responsible for the buyer's sale commission. So they're not really saving a whole bunch, and I think they're closing themselves, because this great technology that's available nowadays, but it doesn't expand it to all the agents that are out there. So you may have a lot of people, a lot of foot traffic, but how many of them may be actually serious and looking to buy? So you got to keep that in mind. And again, there's no insight. I'm not seeing any insight for these people that are just going to go in blind, uninformed, uneducated, as far as not so much as how to buy the house, but the house market. So that's my thing. And then of course safety. Safety though is going to be an issue. So that's my little mini rant here. What I wanted to share, and I'm gonna take this off screen. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Georgia Realtor here talking about the direct access, contactless, self-touring homes or whatever. It's not new. It's been around. I can do it. You can do it. But there's so much more information that you really need when it comes to buying your house. So, appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy the coffee. Happy hump day. Peace.